So here are some tips on how to talk about sex in your relationship. In spite of sex being a complicated and sensitive topic at times, a couple can do things to make sure that their sex life remains healthy. One of those things is to begin the habit of having conversations about sexual intimacy in your relationship. First and foremost, don't wait until sex is the elephant in the room, so to speak, before you talk about it. Decide now that sex is no longer a forbidden topic of discussion and start your conversations. This may require you to move past the messages you learned when you were young, that sex was a taboo topic, or it may require you to start building a new habit of talking about sex, which is what we're here to help you do.
Right.
The truth is that the more taboo something is, the more shame is embedded within it. And we want to bring this topic into the light so you can move past the discomfort around it.
Of course, it's critical that we talk about sex in the bedroom. This is where the action happens, so to speak, and we need to connect on how things are going. But we also need to talk about sex outside of the bedroom when emotions are less intense and the pressure is off of it. And when you do talk about it, we need to focus on generally two areas for your conversation. First, we need to figure out the reason sex matters to you. And with your partner, talk about what you get from sex, both physically and emotionally. So we need to verbalize our preferences to our partner. Secondly, we need to discuss any anxiety that we have associated with sex.
Very important.
What's that?
Very important.
Yeah, very important. So are you feeling pressure in the bedroom? And if so, where exactly is that pressure coming from? And be sensitive to your own and your partner's challenges. And, work hard not to put all the pressure on your partner to resolve your own sexual issues. See how they are feeling about it and try to understand their point of view. What has it been like for them? Then we try to problem solve together and make a plan of things that we're going to try. Always accepting that we need to try things to see if it helps first. Some will work, some won't work. That's part of growth. That's part of that growth mindset that we talked about.
And work hard not to make things personally if what you're trying doesn't really work well initially or it doesn't meet your expectations, right? That's often linked with when we personalize sex. And sometimes you will need to let go of the intercourse part in order to resolve some sexual issues. Expecting intercourse every time or climax every time may just cause more problems because you're creating more pressure on the end result, so to speak. To help with this, pretend that you're back to the beginning of your relationship before you were having sex and playful with each other again. It's amazing what can happen sometimes with a couple once the pressure of intercourse is off. And lastly, always consider seeking professional help for sexual issues. They are more common than you think, and there are many doctors and therapists out there who specialize in helping couples with sexual dysfunctions.